Here it is. What do you know?
Get your ass to Mars.
Mission.
Wait.
15,
Counting.
14, 13,
All systems are go.
11,
I am the J-Tech. Gotta have time to masturbate.
Didn't rip
Well, I
these
think it
sleeves
kind of
off.
speaks for itself. He just goes completely anti-science.
Is that a Sturgis?
I pay money for naughty things.
No.
Where's that
I
mushroom
didn't rip
boy?
the sleeves
Because
off.
that
It's just a
mushroom
very
head
big
seems
shirt.
to get in the way.
I'm a good girl, I am.
Mostly.
She was what the kids would call a slut, which is a terrible thing to say, but apparently there's no denying she was one.
I want to apologize to all of you for what happened in there. In our competition for ratings, we all lost sight of why we got into show business in the first place.
Yeah, titties and beer.
I guess he's not being charged for hollering.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Got Live on the J-Tech.
I am your Miss Parker.
Oh god.
So this guy, I
love him.
I have been trying to come up with a proper meme for this guy, and I'm a little intimidated, but at the same time, I'm feeling bad. I mean, he was an ad
Yeah.
on a Florida man,
For a card. They're like, hold up your new card,
and he's like,
young man. It's like, hold up your new card, young man. I just got my first savings account.
"Oh, you're being a lot more generous." A couple of days ago, you were calling him a child trafficker, right? And the poor guy, he just posed for a photo,
Yeah.
as far as I know, and we're having way too much fun, right?
Yes.
So we
I
rescued a
appreciate it.
cat.
We did.
Um,
This is going to be news to some
it was
people.
kind of, well, I did that a couple of months ago, and we ended up having to put him down, which
So-
was horrible.
Look, we had to walk Nibbles and this ass prod
Assistant, associate, producer, intern.
Charlotte.
She's been.
And it was
rehired.
been nice.
She's
recently.
been a real sweetheart.
Anyway, we walked out there and there was this cat, and it was
Emaciated.
like it didn't like it walked right up to us like, please help me. So I happen to have like a little collapsible kennel that I got from Tracy actually.
And the kitty, I picked her up. I think it's a she. She's got those, like, the tricolor. So I think it's a she, but I've got that wrong before because sometimes it's gray with a little bleaching
Whatever.
from the sun. But I carried her into the house, and her heart was beating so fast, and she weighs nothing.
Yeah, she is weird. So I thought it was kitten. I'm thinking
It's-
like a
I'm still
young
thinking.
kitten.
I'm still thinking that she's
Yes.
about
The
6 months
head.
old.
The head says
The
that,
face looks female and
but
looks.
she's so like you can see her hip bones and.
It's very sad, but we put
But
her.
when a cat in the middle of the night,
Your shirt's on backwards.
I know I did that on purpose.
Okay, because this is supposed to be in the back.
Hawaii, yeah,
Okay,
I
go
know.
ahead.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not.
So
I just thought you didn't know.
this cat totally walked up to us like and was like, "Help me!"
Yeah,
And
she actually walked right up to Nibbles.
Nibbles and Charlotte,
Yeah,
And
and she was like, "I don't give
two
a
dogs.
fuck
She
about
just
dogs."
it was just like somebody help me. But yeah, so she ate a little bit,
Drank a lot of water.
drank a lot of water,
Meowed a lot.
a lot.
She actually purred, though. I thought that was an encouragement.
Yeah,
Though they do purr when they're in pain, but the cat that we had to put down a couple of months ago, he did not purr at all.
now so right now this cat is residing in the bathtub.
Yeah. When's Dr. Z coming home?
I text her, so
Okay, because I'm just worried she's going to come home and she's going to be like,
so-
"What the fuck?"
no, she'll be like whatever, she'll be like,
You're like, "We rescued a cat. I'm bringing her home. You
that's
don't
all
have to
there is.
deal with her after
I
today.
couldn't
You'll
do
clean up the bathroom."
I couldn't. Yeah, and I hate cats. Cats are assholes. They're stinky. They're filthy, dirty little monsters.
They're actually not. They
But
groom
whatever.
themselves pretty
But,
well.
but the point is that like fine.
Oh, come on. It was your
It
idea.
kind of goes back to what you were talking about earlier before the show.
Yeah.
Oh, fine.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, strays. We all collect them. This cat is fucked up. It's got like part of its ear missing. It looks like it's been in a fucking war.
So, yeah, Mr. Parker and Charlotte.
See, we're
Forrest.
taking it to the.
Well, actually,
Oh,
we
shit.
might take her to the
Oh,
vet.
Good fucking God.
Hey,
Let that.
I can make a decision.
You had it right the first time when you were like, let's take it to the pound. And if it doesn't get adopted, then we can get it back after they've done all the work to it. I think it needs some vitamin K in its eye. It's got an infection. Look, I know cats. I just don't like them. I know how to fix cats. I had cats growing
Mhm.
up. My mom loved cats. Fuck, we had like, growing up, we had like 30 cats. My mom thought dogs were too much trouble. Because,
Yeah, so did my mom.
well, she had a German Shepherd named Zeke, and yeah,
My
he
mother
could
never
jump a
had dogs.
9-foot fuck. This was a no. My Alan, my mom had a cop dog. Like this dog could leap a fence. Like, oh, this dog could leap a fence. Like it was nothing.
Wow.
They had an 8-foot privacy fence. They built it up to 10 feet. Dog still got right over it, and then ate a car. Like I'm not kidding you. A car turned the corner, and Zeke ran out and ripped the taillight off of this like 1968 Buick Skylark.
I got attacked by a white German Shepherd when I was 10. That dog bit me in the ass. And then my mom called the cops, and my mom wanted me to pull my pants down in front of the cop. That was funny. It wasn't funny at the time, but anyway, we're
Miss
getting off.
Parker had an idea, and she went and had a conversation with Angie about stem cells.
Well, there was a lot of stuff that we had a
I
conversation
want some
about.
stem cells. This segment is called this bit is called I want some stem
Well, it
cells.
costs money, but it's worth it.
That's fine. I'm about to get a job again.
So we were hanging out. We went to this really eclectic tea shop that has therapeutic drinks, and they actually they laid out they said they were like tarot cards. They weren't. They were cards with images on them.
And they're like, choose what you
Yeah, and then your drink will
pick
be
your
based on
poison,
that. And
right.
Angie was like, pointed to one immediately, and I was like, what does that one mean? And they said, oh, that's female problems.
That's heroin.
No, they kept saying female problems. Everyone I pointed at, and I said, you know what? I don't want to be difficult. So I
She
looked,
could smell you.
and I looked at the menu. They had a menu, and I said, I want the one that was listed there that said too emotional, for dealing with intense emotions. And I said, that's the one I want. So I got this. It looked like a fruity drink. It looked like
Just straight crack.
it looked like cranberry and vodka. It was iced and it was bright red.
Tell me this was in a basement.
No, I'll take you there sometime. You'll have a good laugh.
I'll get to poke at a card.
They've got ropes, rope hammocks.
Papasan chairs or whatever.
Well, I don't know if those are
Maybe.
papasan chairs.
Well,
they hang and they're like hammocks,
okay.
but they're chairs.
Right. Yeah, you sit in it and then you pull it up and over.
Yeah, and I got motion sick sitting in one, so I didn't do that for
Course
very
you
long.
did.
Yeah,
You
I get
are
motion
weak
sick. Like
female.
I've got inner ear issues. I have a
So
torn up
many
labyrinth.
jokes I could make. Do you want?
Yeah,
me-
you'll take any orifice.
Carry on. Go
any
ahead.
orifice. So we
Go.
went upstairs, and Angie had this. It was in like one of those V-shaped. I think it's like a martini glass.
V-shaped, huh?
God, you are so up with the innuendo.
How many jokes?
I know.
Keep-
I know.
Go
All the
on.
jokes.
Carry on.
So she had hers was blue. And it wasn't like that kind of blue. It was more like a
What
gray
is that kind of
blue, but I tasted it, and hers was warm, and it was kind of sweet like honey, and I don't know what else was in it, but my drink was kind of bitter, and it looked like cranberry, but it wasn't sweet at all. Okay, you are
I'm thinking about
buffering.
how I'm going to chop this
Okay. Well,
conversation.
I will finish, and I will wait
go
your
ahead.
commentary.
That's why I'm not
So I drank it.
doing nothing wrong.
I finished my drink, and I wasn't hyper, but I was so fucking chatty. I was so talkative, but what we're getting to here was that Angie, I hope she doesn't mind me saying this, has tried stem cells
This is where we're going with the conversation.
for her pain. Not going to go into detail, but she says it's been amazing. And it's a treatment. I don't.
Fire, air, and dirt. Fucking magnets. How do they work?
Well, we're about to find out about how stem cells work, son, because she said what? She said, I retract my earlier statement.
Yeah, we're not going to go into that.
Now,
We're not going to go into that.
You
but
know what that means.
yeah, I know what you're
I
talking about.
retract my earlier statement.
But what stem cells do is they regrow tissue.
Mm.
And
she was
they're-
talking about stairs.
It's like an off-label treatment. I don't believe it's yet FDA approved for what it's being used for, but it's pretty amazing. So
Where's mine? I want mine.
$300, I believe.
I drink your milkshake.
I take
Only
your
in this
stem
case,
cells.
it's baby's brains. Sucking like
Hey,
in South Park.
you
suck it out the
gotta
baby,
do something with that abortion,
crack
you know?
the babies open like.
Yeah.
Isn't that how that works?
Yeah. Okay, so you want to talk about
Okay.
murmurations.
So you're in her opinion, in her opinion, what did she say to you in the end? She said stem cells.
Yeah, for her anyway.
Right.
For her. So I've always thought that we should have access to stem cells. It's just the Republicans say it's immoral.
Good luck eating babies. In the next segment, we're going to talk about orange peels. I wonder what is happening with Jackson Tyne and Tammy Tyne. I haven't heard from them in a minute. But
Speaking
anyway.
of orange peels, right?
All right, we're going to clip on this. Look, bicycles, right? I was learning about how bicycles during warfare worked. Of course, it worked in like the Vietnam War. They used it in the Ho Chi Minh Trail. And these guys actually, the 25th Regiment, which is mostly black regiment, did a trip from like Missoula, Montana to like down to near Oklahoma or Missouri to like test bicycles and their feasibility in warfare. Vietnam said it fucking worked, but because they used them there too. But what the guy said was, he said, the next time we go to war, we're going to need bicycles. If I would have heard that, I'd have been like, what?
Okay, so I
Like,
missed something
wait a minute,
here.
they
Who's
were
saying
already-
that? Who's
This
saying
is a
that?
brigadier general, but
Okay.
anyway, I can get the video.
American or
American.
Okay.
This happened here. They went from Missoula, Montana. Look up the 25th Regiment Bike Brigade, and they were testing the feasibility of using bicycles. Well, guess what? The Vietnamese did that like 30 years later. But what I was focused on was when the guy said, well, the next time we go to war, we're going to need bicycles. And I'm like, wait a minute, what? Like, you already knew we were going to go to war again? Like, you already knew it. He said it. He's like, the next time we go to war.
for
Like, they were
transporting
planning.
munitions? Is
They
it
were
because they can't
already-
track them?
They were planning. No, this is.
You're
this
making
takes
a
place-
different point.
This takes place in the 1890s.
Okay, I thought
in
you
the
were
early
talking about
1900s.
something.
No, this isn't modern.
Oh,
Except that
I
in
did not
Vietnam,
get that.
in Vietnam, they used bicycles on the Ho Chi Minh Trail to like slog all these materials through, and that shit came a lot from this 25th Regiment of a largely black corps that rode from Missoula, Montana, down to Missouri a couple times and rode back to see the feasibility of having a cavalry, because like horses are loud and they require food. Bikes are quiet and they don't. Also, black people are expendable. Let's use them, because that's what they did. But the point was that he had said, the next time we go to war, he
What-
already was like preparing for the next war, even though there was no war or even reason. And that's what we're dealing with right now. Like, this idea that we're preparing for this next war. Like, why do we even have to have it? I don't know. I am the J Tyler.
I am not ready to end this conversation, but
we can clip back to it. So
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we can talk about it because that's a bit more of a subject. So I am your Miss Parker
This
is Nothing Yet Live.